Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be talking about Major General Beale and The Ones Who Live In. Just some thoughts I had about that, so let's talk about it. So before we get into the stuff about General Beale, Major General Beale on The Ones Who Live, I just want to say thank you to for all the support that you guys have given me here recently, and I've received so many just positive comments on the videos, and I just wanted to take a minute to tell you thank you for that, because I noticed that I read your comments, and it's not just the praise comments that I look forward to, but I look forward to reading all your comments. If you have something negative to say, that's fine. I look forward to that. If you want to talk about what I've talked about in the video, I look forward to seeing that too, and really just getting to know you. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, and we'll get on with the video. So when I was planning this video, I was thinking about the Echelon report. We've heard about it from Okafor, we've heard about it from Thorne twice. She was given the Echelon briefing, and she, near the end of episode 3, just before Rick gets on the helicopter with Michonne, Thorne tells him that he's going to be promoted, or that he's going to get the Echelon briefing. Now, we don't know what that is, and I was going to make a video theorizing on what that could be, but it could really be anything, Yeah, I read an article on CBR that said that, or it might have been Screen Rant, it was either CBR or Screen Rant, saying that the Echelon briefing could be plans to slowly take over North America and then move on to other countries like around the world and take over the whole world, and that they would essentially take over smaller communities, and if you were an A, you'd be killed, and if you were a B, you would join them. And like, that kind of makes sense when you think about how they just took out the group that Michonne was with. They were a traveling group, so they had rules, and they had a leader and stuff like that. So it was best just to take them out according to the CRM's plans and the way they see the world. But if you find someone like Rick who was injured, and you're told he's a B, well, then you can take him in and you can use him as a resource to help keep your community going. And if they have special sets of skills that make them more valuable, well, then good, you have that person in your community. And as I was reading that article, a lot of my ideas for videos come from reading an article or seeing another piece of content somewhere and thinking, well, what if? So I got to thinking, and so let's not think about Beale's overall plans. Let's just think about what's going to happen when he catches Rick, if he catches Rick, or if Rick gets brought back to him, because Rick could be in some trouble. He said, he used the term pharmacon when he was talking about Rick, and he said that could both the cure and the poison, or the poison and the cure. And that is Rick. When you really think about it, that is Rick. And he hasn't figured out, he knows he's not a B, he knows he's an A. And so what's he going to do with Rick? I mean, he could kill him, but he could have killed him before. And I know you could say, well, Okafor spoke for him because that's what the story said, but when you think about it, Beale doesn't have to answer to anyone. Rick is only alive because Beale wanted him alive. So chances are, when they get caught, he's still going to want Rick alive for whatever reason. He sees something in Rick. But what's he going to do with Michonne? So that got me thinking. We keep hearing about sacrifice. We hear about Okafor's sacrifice. We heard it from Okafor. We heard it from Beale at Okafor's funeral. And that seems to be like a reoccurring theme. What if Jadis gets killed, and then that file on Rick and Alexandria gets into Major General Beale's hands? And what if Rick and Michonne get captured? What if they don't successfully get away? I feel like they're probably going to either kill Thorne, or they're going to kill Jadis, but I don't know if they're going to kill both of them. So what if they kill one, and the other, what if they kill Jadis, and Thorne brings them in, and then that file is found? Then they have Rick, Michonne, and they have the file. Now, Major General Beale is not going to be happy with Rick. We know that. What if he makes Rick choose between killing Michonne and destroying Alexandria? Or what if they even know about the Commonwealth now? Because there is a possibility between a connection of Lance and the CRM. I mean, Lance made certain comments near the end of the main show that made me think that Lance had some kind of connection with the CRM. Oh, but anyway, that's a whole different topic, a whole different Let's Talk video. But right now, we're still talking about Rick, Michonne, and General Beale. So what if General Beale made Rick choose that? Rick's not going to know that Alexandria is pretty much empty, other than, there might be a few people there. Aaron could be there. I mean, I don't want Aaron to die, but what if he has to choose between sacrificing Michonne to save save the settlement, to save the people, the other people that he loves, to save his child. And by this point, Rick is going to know about RJ. I mean, that would be a tough position to be put in, because it really feels like one of these could go, and one of these two characters could die. I don't want to say go, but it seems like one of these two characters could die. And this has all been a love story, yes, but one of the other themes of the story has been sacrifice. We keep hearing it. You know, Bill even asked Rick, how did you make it so long? And Rick said sacrifice. And I really believe that Michonne would sacrifice herself to save Judith and to save RJ and to save everyone else in the Commonwealth that had moved. Well, she still doesn't know about the Commonwealth, so she would sacrifice herself to save everyone from Alexandria. I mean, obviously, we don't know how this show is going to play out, and if this show is only one season, something has to happen at the end. There's either going to be some resolution to this conflict. Rick and Michonne are going to be victorious, and they're going to take out the CRM, they're going to take out Beale, and they're going to return home. But that kind of ending doesn't usually happen in The Walking Dead. This is still the Walking Dead universe. So what I think is more likely to happen is that Rick or Michonne will sacrifice themselves, and I think it has to be Michonne right here, because Bill doesn't care about Michonne. You know, and he would probably make Rick do this for what Bill's going to see is trying to escape again, even though it wasn't Rick's idea. Rick was eventually going to try to escape. You know, Michonne just pushed it along. You know, she made it happen sooner than Rick was ready for. And if they destroy Alexandria, you know, that kind of news is going to get to our other characters in other places. Eventually, they're going to find out about it. And it could lead to this all-out war that we keep hearing about from Gimple, that he wants it to be kind of like an Avengers type thing, or a Marvel Cinematic Universe thing, where all the characters come together and they fight this one enemy. I mean, just imagine all the communities that we have some of our characters in now coming together to fight the CRM, not knowing that Rick is alive, and in the end, they win, and they find Rick in like a prison or something. I mean, it's just a lot to think about. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. This is just me saying, hey, what if? But yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know what you think. Let me know in the comments what you think about this theory. And guys, I will see you in the next video. Thank you, everyone.